Hey YouTube, Stanman VSG here. It's time for another weekly update from my recent weight loss surgery. It's now been 3.5 months and I have lost a total of 109 pounds. So that's really awesome. In the last in the last 2 weeks, I lost 9 pounds. So I had a little bit of a slowdown, but we'll talk a little bit about that. I think the previous 2 weeks I had lost a pound a day. And I was doing really well with that, I think, up until about last Friday. And so about a week ago Friday, I got rear-ended. I had a little accident. Somebody hit me from behind and had a little injury from that. And I was really kind of upset. I think that night I kind of had a relapse situation where I relapsed into some old behavior, the way I used to kind of eat when I was emotional, or probably not even emotional, just pissed, or just really hungry, I guess. I used to eat at odd times of the day, like midnight or 2 in the morning, wake up after sleeping for a few hours and be hungry and go to the local gas station and get those, fried chicken taquitos. And I would always get 2 bags of those little mini donuts, okay? And so this time I relapsed into that old behavior. It was midnight, I went down, I got a couple of chicken taquitos and a bag of those glazed little mini donuts. Man, those things are so good. And I came home, ate the 2 taquitos, and ate about half the bag of donuts, and I felt horrible. And I mean horrible. I could barely move. I mean, I just, like, the inside of my body was just not feeling right, not functioning right, because I've been living on fruits and vegetables and meat and water and protein drinks, and that's it, for a good bit here, at least a couple of months now. And boy, that was quite the shock to my system, and my system was definitely not okay with that. So I had kind of a hard time going to sleep that night. I was praying to God to just relieve me from that, and I did eventually fall asleep, so praise God for that. Woke up the next morning, kind of started eating on the donuts, I had that bag of donuts sitting there, man, those things are good for breakfast, and started eating those, and ended up eating the bag, I literally ate the bag within like 24 hours. So I think they're kind of designed that way. Honestly, man, those things are so good. But anyway, yeah, so that was kind of a relapse. And, but, it's hard to believe. I was kind of thinking, because I honestly, in the last week, I've been adding a little bit of carb back in. And I guess that would be unhealthy carb, but unhealthy carb would be Dave's bread for me. Okay, so like right now, it's, about 450 or so, 440, and I'm having a little snack. I'm having a piece of Dave's bread, which, if you don't know about Dave's Killer Bread, Dave was a meth addict and dealer or something, and he went to prison, got out of prison. He's here in Portland, got out of prison, came back home and started Dave's Killer Bread Company. And I think now he employs over 100 people, and I know he's had some recent run-ins with the law, but he makes some really killer bread. And I really like the good seed bread. It has all kinds of seeds and nuts in it, and it's organic, and it's sort of weird bread because it lasts for, and I don't know why this is. Maybe it just doesn't contain yeast or something. Maybe some of you guys can answer that question. I really don't know why. But his bread will literally last for like 6 weeks until it just finally goes bad. It just, but it doesn't really grow the, fungus inside of it after a couple of weeks. It stays good, So, and so I've been able to add 1 slice of Dave's Killer Bread, the good seed bread, into my diet, and that's 20 grams of carbohydrate, and that's still within my. I think I can have like 225 grams of carb a day and still be okay and still lose that pound a day. And so I don't know, I lost the 9 pounds in 14 days, and I'm put that down. I was like, actually gonna take a bite of that. No. So I'm feeling pretty good, sorry about that. I'm holding the sandwich, whatever. So I had a couple of non-scale victories this week. I'm down to a 2x short. Doing really good on that, which was kind of a shock because the 3X shorts are just too big. I mean, literally like a big dress or something. You know, I had to quit wearing them. The 2Xs are pretty tight, and so I'm kind of interested to see how long it's going to take until these become baggy. I got bread stuck on the inside of my tooth there. That's great for recording a video. The other non-scale victory for this last couple of weeks is being able to sit in a regular chair. I was at a car dealer. I've been to this car dealer a couple of times, and I'd walked past the chair and I looked at it. I said, that is not going to work. My butt's too big. I actually had to ask for a special chair that had, bigger arms on it, and I could fit my butt into. And this time I went to the dealer and I kind of looked at it and I'm like, well, let's give it a shot, and I sat down and I'm like, woo, baby, I got room inside the chair to like move my butt around, man, which was awesome. That was just, wow, praise God, man. That is like a huge deal for those of you that don't struggle with obesity. Fitting into chairs, the fear of breaking chairs, the fear of not being able to fit is a big deal. When you get to a certain weight, that becomes an issue. And so I was thrilled to sit down into that chair and have some wiggle room and feel good. And this dealer had like a little like living room area set up with some nice leather chairs, and I looked at those and go, oh, I can't fit in that, several times before. And this time I'm going to give it a shot. And I sat down, I fit just fine. I was able to sit there and cross my legs and read a magazine, and actually had a good conversation with a lady about adopting kids and stuff. It's something I've been kind of thinking about. And so it was just a neat experience to just be comfortable in my own skin and, not have that struggle of not being able to fit or not being able to sit in the comfortable place where I wanted to sit. That was really a huge non-scale victory, really. And I think it's really important to recognize those because, it's not all about losing weight and looking like some GQ model, and like I'm ever going to look like a GQ model, but you know what I'm saying? I got this huge stomach, but I don't know. I've been watching these videos of people and like skin tight, and these people that had the weight loss surgery and have lost all their weight, and they're got this massive amount of skin, and they're going to have it all cut off, and I know I'm going to have to probably do that at some point down the road, which is kind of shocking to me, really, because just to think that I could actually get to that level. But I'm eating pretty healthy, and not pretty healthy. I'm eating real healthy, and I'm watching everything, and I'm losing weight fast. And I think, maybe here I'm starting to actually maybe believe that in a couple of years this might actually happen. The dream I've had all my life of being able to get to a really healthy weight, man, and be able to do the things that I really want to be able to do, and be more active. And that would just be, wow, a dream come true, and then to have to deal with all that excess skin, not really something I want to deal with, but, it's way better than being where I was at. So, that'll be down the road. If any of you have any experience with that you'd like to share with me, if you have any comments you'd like to leave, if you got any questions. I've had a few questions. I probably should go and look over those and go through that and maybe answer some of those questions and just talk about what's going on. If you have anything you need to share, you have any questions, or just want to say hello, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. We'll be talking at you later. I am Stanman VSG, and peace out, YouTube. Have a good week.